There he is. Viva Las Tigers. Viva Las Tigers. Yeah. Oh, good morning.
Oh, we live. Oh, snap. All right.
I was saying good
I was
morning.
waiting on the
Good
intro. All right. Here we go. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. Blessed. Happy to do the show with you for another Saturday.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
Friday the 13th. I'm ready to do it.
All right. I take it you got on the Orange Sickle Tampa Bay.
Yeah, on what's his name? Doug Williams.
Doug Williams.
Yes,
One of my
sir.
favorite players of all time.
Yes, sir.
It's hard not to like Doug Williams. Doug Williams was such a stately player, good player, humble player. Even when he won the Super Bowl and was the MVP, he it seemed like he was just so proud of himself to put that one finger up as he walked off the field.
Absolutely.
That was a great day.
Beat John Elway. Beat John Elway and the Denver Broncos. Sure did. I was hurt.
Well, I had predict that first play. I said Denver gonna go. They're gonna score a touchdown on the first play. My dad said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Watch, pops. They're gonna score. They're gonna throw a deep pass." And my dad sitting there looking at me like, "How do you know that?" But after that, it was over.
Yep. And Clark, Sanders, and Art Monk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They went to work. Well, all right. As you can see, I got on my Tigers. Viva los Tigres. We're gonna get to them. Are they really in a playoff run? In the pre-talk, I said you say you got a little something for us. We're gonna hold on to it and let you unfold that when the time is right. And but we're gonna start off as we should. First of all, saying thank you for showing up, everybody back there, and whether you're on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or what am I forgetting? LinkedIn. Leave us a comment. Say hello. Say good morning. Even if you're not commenting on the show, just say hello so we know you're there. So we can say hello to you. We can comment to you. We have all of those different platforms linked together here in our platform where we're able to broadcast across all the different areas. I'm supposed to have, let's see, what's the other one? IG on there, but that's going to cost me more money. We're going to get to that. Don't worry. We're going to get to that. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Right now, it's an investment, and hopefully into something good in the future. Not hopefully, into something good in the future. Because what's our goal? The goal is to be this generation's soul train. This generation's soul train. So when you get up on Saturday morning, you're going to know, hey, we got to get up and watch Kamau Felix talk that crazy sports talk. So here we go. Topic of the week. NFL. We start with something kind of near and dear to me that I've been talking about for a little while. Tua. Thursday night, Buffalo comes in, smacks Miami around, and an unnecessary injury, in my opinion. Tua trying to show that he's trying to lead his team. I'm to get this extra yard, and almost takes himself out. Tua is out indefinitely due to his fourth concussion in 2 years. Once again, he was laying on the field. They had to come get him off that field on the stretcher. What are your thoughts, sir?
It's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, this is what he do for a living, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it's a lot of money, man, to be made, man. But sometimes you have to, look at health over wealth, He a young guy, it's hard to, I don't know. Because, he done had two before and came back. Then he had another one. Right, so he had three. And this makes the fourth. I don't see him sitting down. I'm not in his shoes, and I don't know who he has dependent on him financially and all that, but I don't know. Maybe he just like, I I don't know, I have a dog in the fight, but I know if it was me and my mom and dad, you know, they were still here, and you know, my sister and my uncle and everybody, and you know, some people become dependent on you, right, financially, because you know, and I mean, who the average American don't see that type of money, you know, and this is something he loves to do, because obviously he don't want to go back to the lifestyle he was living before that, but I mean, $90 million is a lot of money as it's, you know, there. But as you start spending and you don't recuperate, you don't have money coming in, that money goes faster. You know what I'm saying? DTE, right? DTE still goes. Comcast still goes. Water, lights, gas, still. Your wife's going to still want to shop. That private school education, that's not going to stop. So you got a lot of, like I always say, when you put the Kool-Aid, you got a whole lot of stuff you got to look at. But he knew this signing up.
Yeah. I said from the beginning, he should have not come back. I said that from the beginning. When he had that, it was 2 years ago when he had that real bad one, and they carted him off and he didn't finish the season. He was lucky. To me, I thought he was lucky to have gotten through last season. Should he have slid? Yeah. Would he have finished that game? Yeah. Well, it was necessary. And the crazy thing is, he had an injury with DeMar Hamlin, the same kid who was laying on the field with a heart attack. He put his helmet in DeMar Hamlin's chest. It wasn't like DeMar Hamlin gave him a dirty play, hit him anything wrong or anything like that. Him dirty, but it was just, you know, the nature of the beast. I'm trying to get this extra yard. I'm trying to lead my team, trying to fire my team up. I get it, but you're talking to somebody who's had multiple concussions. You don't play with that. I have a few that I can remember, and I definitely got some I don't remember. I can remember being in the middle of the game, hitting the guy. We hitting each other like two rams. We both staggering, trying not to get off the field, trying to stay on the field. Both our coaches trying to pull us off the field. So I understand the war mentality firsthand. But when you land there and you in the Statue of Liberty and your body shaking and your hand is out like that, it's somebody has to be the voice of reason. Right. Somebody got to say, "Hey, man, this your long-term health is more important than anything else." You would have hoped that he was been smart enough to put some of that money away, so for years down the line and everything like that. I would have hoped that he would have done that. But like we were talking about with Mel Tucker, it's only natural to want to spend a little bit of that money. To go a little bit beyond, even if you're good with money. Some of the best people with money, when you get that kind of money, you're gonna want to spend a little bit more. I get it, but I would hope that at the end of the day, that cooler heads would prevail, and that he would just go ahead and sit down. He's gonna be out at least 4 weeks. At least 4 weeks.
Okay. So that's a month. Okay.
So, but I think a little bit further beyond that, it's optimal in terms of maybe just don't finish this year. I know it's the second game of the season. Miami's Super Bowl hopes will probably go and take it to the toilet. But it's and I know it's a lot riding on it. But
right.
What's the big picture here? What's the big picture? Good morning, Mr. Will. I think that's Big Bro. Say good morning, fellas. Hope all is well. I hope he doesn't have to pay for it later with memory problems because he won't remember how much he has. Very true. So you need to get somebody in place that he can trust to handle that kind of money. Good morning, Greg. How you doing, sir? What up, though, to you too as well? All right. Monday night, the Jets were demolished by the 49ers. They didn't have CMC. Everybody thought that the Jets had a fighting chance. Jets go out and score that first touchdown. I'm thinking to myself, okay, they just might. And right after that, he was, take that, take that, take that. And Aaron Rodgers cannot move. It's pretty obvious that he favors that leg. When you see him, it's a hop. It's not a full step. He's on his toe, and that's the great indicator that he's favoring that knee. So it's going to be a long season for them. They're going to have some success. They're still a good team. Their line is gelling. They got the former All-Pro from Dallas. They're going to be okay, but they're not going to have that kind of season. So our third place pick for them right now. It's kind of solid right now. What you think? Did you get a chance to see any of that?
No, you know what? I caught it. I caught towards the tail end, but I don't. I mean, he getting what he deserved, man. You didn't brought turmoil to this league for years. You're getting what you deserve, dude. You messed up Green Bay. You did just what Brett did. And how'd that work out for Brett? You did the same thing Brett did. You held the league hostage, and now you thought you was gonna go to New York, and quite frankly, that relax, like you said this week. Nah, that happened in Green Bay. That's not happening there. That media circus out there will bury you quicker than Green Bay ever thought about burying you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find yourself released playing something about relax. What you mean relax, man? You trash. And it's showing now. You're trash. And if you're out there, like you said, you're out there and you're favoring getting hurt, you're going to get hurt because you're favoring getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go out there and play. You know what I'm saying? All that relax, man. I was like, this is the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be, I wouldn't say a long season, but it's going to be a season of not meeting expectations.
Not at all.
In the Jets.
Not at all.
Dak finally gets paid. He has the highest contract in NFL right now. He has a 4-year contract worth $240 million. Just last week, we were talking about go and pay that man his money. It's the cost of doing business. Yep. So right now he showed up on Sunday to this football game. Who they play in Cleveland in that Kyle suit? Did you see the Kyle suit?
I didn't see the Kyle suit.
Oh, I'm about to send you the picture. You know they showed a walk-in. He got on this Kyle suit, man. I was like, well, I guess that makes sense. Hey, he's in Dallas. He's in Fort Worth and Funky Town. It may not have been Kyle inspired, but that's what it looked like to me. Looked like he had on this Kyle suit. So good luck to Dak. I wish him the best. I don't know what's gonna happen with Dallas when they start playing teams of their talent. They're good at beating up on being bully ball. Let's see what happens when they play against teams with some talent. And then their coach actually has to think. So we're gonna see. All right, Lions 1-0 after a sloppy overtime win. They seemed like they couldn't pass block to save their life, but they were smart down the stretch to go ahead and run that ball 8 out of 10 times down in overtime to get that W. Sunday night football. Got a chance to watch that. Did you watch that, sir?
Absolutely. That's why I text you when doing this. I'm so glad we stopped right here. This is what I'm talking about. You have no coach. Lined it right up. It was 4th and 2. Y'all went for it. Y'all got it. Turned around and ended up blowing 4 downs and kicked the field goal. Why you just didn't kick the field goal in the first time? That's what I'm saying. You have no coach. This guy is going to destroy y'all. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait till it blow up in y'all face. You don't have a coach. I was like, come on, did you see what I just said? Would you text me back? 3 magic beans. No coach.
3 magic
that
beans.
Made no sense whatsoever. None whatsoever.
I agree. There's no secret that his nickname that I have for him is 3 magic beans, as in I would trade him for 3 magic beans, plant them beans at the 50-yard line. Jack the Beanstalk can bring us another coach. Do I love my Lions? Yes. Has he gotten him further than I never thought he would? Yes, he has. I still got to give him credit. But when things get tight and we got to make a good decision, I don't know if he's the man to do it. I hope that he has somebody in his ear.
I was like, look at this. I said, just look at this. This guy, and as far as the win, you had to go to overtime with them, and they lost Pachua. They lost 3 offensive linemen during the game, and you lost that receiver, and you had to go to overtime with them. Man, you're not going nowhere, dog. Not with him at the helm. You're not. Nope.
Well,
7-10.
They tomorrow afternoon, 1:00, they play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Doug Williams jersey right there. Tampa Bay, they jumped on somebody last week. I forget who it was.
Tampa Bay jumped on who did they beat?
Carolina?
Yeah, the Panthers. Yep.
No.
The Panthers played the Saints. Who did they beat?
They beat a young team.
Who did Tampa Bay beat?
They beat a young team.
Yeah, they beat somebody. I can't remember who they beat.
We'll go with the fact that we know that they won. They won pretty handily, and Baker Mayfield's looking good. Like I thought. Baker's doing his thing. I've been pretty much a decent fan of Baker. He's not as loquacious, I should say, as he used to be. He go out there, he plays a little bit more than what he talks. He don't have them commercials like he did before. So he's just playing. He out there playing. He got his check at the end of the season. So we're gonna see. Of course, he want to come back. He don't want his last play in Ford Field to remember it as the turnover to give the game away in the playoffs. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Those rookie quarterbacks gave up a few yards last week, and the defense was a little porous, giving up a lot of yards. I still say I know they were being loyal to the defensive coordinator. When San Francisco fired their coordinator, I would have made a phone call. I would have sent the jet. I'd have brought him on over. To the Lions.
You would have brought him and got rid of Aaron Glenn? Wow.
Yes, I would have.
And based on what? Why you would have got rid of Aaron Glenn?
Defensive line play, consistent defense. I don't think it was Aaron. I don't think it was the defensive coordinator's fault in the Super Bowl, like they blamed them. The defense just stopped playing in that game, just like our defense stopped playing in the NFC Championship.
So you're going to take San Fran problem and make it your problem?
I think sometime a fresh start and do you good.
So he still would have inherited the same players you got now. That's what I'm saying. So what will be the point of replacing Aaron Glenn? Why not bring him aboard with Aaron Glenn?
Well, that's just like saying we need to replace the head coach. He still got the same players. You do. What I'm saying is he'll still be coaching the same players. So a fresh coach with better mind, better results.
No, because the coach you bring in to replace Dan Campbell not going to make the bonehead plays Dan Campbell make.
Exactly.
Not a coach.
Exactly. Better schemes.
Right.
Better
Aaron Glenn is a defensive coordinator. Dan Campbell's not a coach.
Well, I think the defensive coordinator that was with San Francisco last year is a better defensive coordinator than Aaron Glenn.
Based on what?
Look at the stats.
They both lost. You lost to San Fran.
They've been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years.
You lost to San Fran, and you lost to the Chiefs.
2 Super Bowls in the last 3 years.
And you lost.
They were close. They lost because of the head coach.
It doesn't matter. You lost. You win. Okay. Okay, here we go. Steve Fisher went to 2 national championships. How many parades he get? None. You lost. That's what I'm saying.
No, Beeline. It was Beeline. Fisher won one. It was Beeline.
No, Fisher didn't. No, Fisher. The one that Fisher won, that was not Steve Fisher kids. So you can't say that was Steve Fisher. No.
No. Either way, they cashed in, whether it was with Frida's kids or not.
Right, it was Bill Frieda kids.
You think Frieda was gonna win it with that team?
Why wouldn't he?
Frieda wouldn't have won it with that team. They had a good team. They wouldn't have won it with that team. They needed that extra boost to get over the hump.
Okay, so Steve Fisher won with Frieda kids, right?
Yep.
Why he ain't win with his own kids? Twice.
I almost said something bad.
I be stirring it, though. I be stirring.
I was gonna say they didn't pay him enough. They didn't pay him enough.
Who didn't pay him enough?
The boosters.
Bo Schembechler. Bo Schembechler was the AD. Who didn't pay him? The players. Man, stop. Don't do that, man. Don't do that on this Saturday morning. Don't do that, man. So the Duke year, they lost to Duke when they were freshmen. You couldn't expect them to beat Duke. They should have beat Carolina. They should have beat Carolina.
A guard should have came and got that ball, and they ran the right play.
Why? At the end of the day, you had enough trust in Chris But Chris looking down at the bench and he see Mike Talley do this, you're going to trust your players.
That's why you put the ball in the guard's hands. A guard knows to run the offense.
So you said the outcome would have been different if Jalen or Jimmy would have went and got the ball from Chris.
Yes.
No, I disagree with that. I think
you have a better chance.
You got 10 seconds left. Jalen would have went and got the ball from Chris. That means at that time, Derek Phelps would have applied pressure from 94 feet. That means Jalen Rose would have either had to A, come up with a shot, B, look back to go to Chris, or C, you can't call no timeout. So the same
Who was
scenario.
in the corner ready for the shot, though?
Who
was in the corner ready for the shot? Had they passed the ball up, got to the guard, passed the ball. Who was in the corner for a wide open shot?
It was Jimmy King.
Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka. Man, stop, man. Good night. See you later.
That's a little bit of revisionist history, but we're gonna move on. It's time for us now to jump into we're gonna move forward into first we're gonna say good morning, Kelly John. Thank you. Have a great day to yourself as well. Thank you for Tammy for joining us. Go Lions. She said true, a loss is a loss. We're gonna jump into college right now. We had some good games last week, and we got some good predictions coming at the end. We got a lot more predictions than what we had last week. First thing we're gonna talk about in terms of the games, we're gonna talk about MSU versus Maryland. I didn't think that MSU was going to win the game. You're right. You're right.
I told you.
I didn't think that MSU was going to win that game. They did a good job of coming back towards the end, and Aiden Childs kind of grew up on those last couple drives to lead them down there to score. In Maryland, it was a great game. I'm sitting there the whole time like, oh my God, come on, what y'all gonna do? Come on.
You don't want to listen to me, man. I be trying to tell you.
Yeah, and I'll say it again. They're starting to grow up. From me watching them first week to next week to the next week, the step was taken. And this is what I said. They look like something. Where last year, they don't look like nothing at all. They just look like they were there. Give me my NIL check. Give me these uniforms. Let's make these videos every week. And that's what it was. And we're going to meet after the game, and we're going to laugh about it and pass these 40s around like we back in the 80s, in the 90s. That's what it looked like to me. This year, they look like they're playing with a purpose. John Smith has got them on track, and I have faith this year. Well, last year, it was plenty of weekends where I was ready to throw it, do the Elvis to the TV, and I don't even have a gun to shoot up the TV. I wanted to do the Elvis to the TV. All right. Texas and Michigan. I think Texas held back a little bit on Michigan.
Absolutely.
I think they did. And in particular, here's why. Down the stretch, Michigan's first string scored against Texas' second and third string, and Michigan had the nerve to do an onside kick. Why? You down 3-4 scores, and you do an onside kick. Oh, me as a coach, had this been me, you do an onside kick, and I recover. First team, let's go. I'd have ran that ball down, they throw so tough and score so quick, and dare them to do something like that again. I know that Sark, he took the high road. Nah, you don't. Also, y'all that good? Y'all gonna bring the score back with 2 minutes left in the game? Y'all gonna run this? Nah. I understand. Don't stop playing, but at the same time, know your limits. That kind of arrogance to me was unnecessary. Game was over. Texas was already playing their second and third string. Still having pretty decent results. They score. What's up with that? Well, did you see that?
No, I ain't turned it off by then because, it was in hand. I told the guy, there's so many Michigan fans I work with, I just be laughing. Like, Them and the Cowboys and Notre Dame are the most unrealistic fan bases in the United States, in these United States of America. Let me make sure. Is this on? Yeah, it is on. Okay. I'm just being for real. I hope this gets to him. I really do. If I was Sherone Moore, real talk, I never would have took the job. I would have told Ward Emanuel, thank you for considering me. You know where I would be right now? I would be in LA getting ready for NFL Sunday. Because at the end of the day, they gonna turn on him so fast.
They already are.
Think about it. You got Jim Harbaugh's last minute recruits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got to hit the recruitment trail now or the transfer portal. Ain't nobody coming to Ann Arbor.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Yeah. Speaking of Sherone, he signed his contract.
But on the flip side, if you wouldn't have ran Cade to Iowa, you wouldn't have no quarterback contract. You wouldn't have no quarterback problem. That would be one of the least problems you had.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They was talking. They were trying to back channel him to get him back to Michigan. It was some talk about that. There was people interlopers talking to Cade in the background trying to get him to come back to Michigan.
So can you come back though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it was some players from Michigan State who left who came back. Oh yeah. It's you can come home. You can come home with me. Yep. Jerome signed his contract. And also, speaking of Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman is definitely on the hot seat after losing 14-12 to Northern Illinois University in South Bend last Saturday. They flat out asked, what's the guy from Ohio State? We wanted to get at Michigan State last season for this season. What's it going to cost for you to get for you to go to Notre Dame if they fire Marcus Freeman? He was like $25 million.
Ryan Day?
No, not Ryan Day. The coach that left, the one that's with Fox Sports right now.
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer was like $25 million. $25 million.
He said $25 million. He go to Notre Dame.
He was joking.
Nah, he might wasn't joking. Nah, I don't think he on the hot seat because a 10-2 Notre Dame team is still getting the playoffs. Now, what he does once he get in, that's something different. But Northern Illinois saying, okay, here we go. We go back into the vault. What's the difference to losing to Northern Illinois when Lloyd Carr lost to Appalachian State in the Big House? No difference.
Yes, it was. He went on the clock. How many years did he stay after that? Was it the next season? He was on the clock immediately.
2. They had just won the national. They had just won the national the year before.
When Appalachian State came in there and ran off that field after that game the way they did, he was on the clock.
Lloyd Carr, I can't even say that because look, it's like the movie say, any given Sunday. So any given Saturday, Northern Illinois. Let's add up all the factors. Could Northern Illinois beat Michigan State?
Probably not.
Could Northern Illinois beat Ohio State?
Oh no.
Could Northern Illinois beat Michigan?
That would be a good game.
No. Yes. Stop, man. That's what I'm saying. Stop, man. Stop.
Here's why. Michigan's defense is decent enough. Their offense, Cass Tech's defense can stop their offense.
Okay, so what is Northern Illinois' offense?
But what I'm saying is talent for talent. Michigan probably has a little bit more talent. But
Where?
Their offense is not. Their offense.
We only seen one receiver, the tight end. That's his prime target. Edwards ain't did nothing. The other running back ain't did. Where's the threat on offense?
So that's what I'm saying. It'll be a good game.
No, Northern Illinois to beat them. Easy.
I would. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. I'm just saying it'll be another 14-12 game. No,
I say 28-14 Northern Illinois because they got running. You only got on defense for real. What they talk about on defense for Michigan? Will Johnson. That's it. Yeah. Nobody else. They trying to make him the next Charles Woodson. No, he's not. He's nowhere close to Charles Woodson. None. Period.
I would have to concede that. but I still think it would be a tight, close game down the stretch. And depending on which way that pigskin combo.
Get you some bait, man.
So I got to clear my head.
Get you some bait, man.
All right, moving forward. The so-called game of the week. LSU is traveling to South Carolina. South Carolina has beat two teams by 20 points when they were down on the spread by more than 2 touchdowns, and they won by 20 points or more. LSU coming in town after what's the name banging on the table. What's the coach name? That was in excuse me. That was in Notre Dame.
Brian
Kelly.
Right.
Brian Kelly. He feeling it a little bit because they don't play that at LSU.
Nah, he should be on the hot seat.
Oh, he is on the hot seat. He got to go to South Carolina. He got to put up. This is a put up or shut up week for him. So the college game day.
Because I'm going with what you said. You say you're on the hot seat. They lose to South Carolina, he'll be fired tomorrow.
No, but at the end of the season, they're gonna give him 19 reasons why he gonna go out that front door.
So okay, if LSU loses to South Carolina at the end of the year, he's going.
Unless he come back and win the SEC or something like that, they're gonna do him like Ed Orgeron, and they're gonna say who I need to get his pass key to, and where do I pick up my check? Chase deposit, PNC deposit.
Right.
What we gonna do? Annuitize this? He gonna be up out of there.
Okay. Wow.
That's my guess. Because LSU, they don't have time. They haven't got time for the pain anymore.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they don't play that. The expectations are there. I like that game. We're gonna put we got a whole extended amount of time. We're gonna do some predictions. We got 11, 12 predictions. That's one of the games. But we cannot leave college football without saying what's going on in Boulder. What's going on in Colorado?
Too much for him. Too much for Deion, man. Deion, it doesn't even matter because he's going after this year. Shiloh's a senior. What's my man name? Hunter.
Shiloh hurt.
Hunter gonna leave, and the other son gonna leave.
To do it.
And you think he about to stay and rebuild all that again? Nah,
the way Shador playing, he need to stay another year.
Nah, man. Look, but he just got to learn to read what's there. Like the pick 6 at Nebraska, he didn't read it. He didn't read it.
So that's my point exactly. So NFL teams going to be happy with him not being able to read college defense when you got to read the multiple defenses, pick up the blitz and linebacker, hit the hot route. He going to be able to do all that in the next level? He ready for that?
Because it depends on where he go. Depend on who get him, right? Look at Bryce Hunter. Bryce Hunter came out a Heisman winner, and look at, man, terrible. I feel sorry for Bryce. You talking about somebody who should have went back? Bryce should have went back.
Okay. So what team is he gonna go to where they gonna let him sit for 3 years like they did? What's the name in Tennessee?
Are you talking about Shador?
Yes.
Take your pick. Your favorite team will do it. The Lions will do it. Because obviously you don't have faith in Jared Goff. That's why you got Hendon Hooker. You gave Hendon Hooker more reps in preseason than you gave anybody. That already lets me know.
It showed. That
lets me know that Jared Goff's window is not that big of an opening. You in a minute, you'll put Jared Goff on the bench for Hendon Hooker. In a minute. Yeah, you would. Sure you would. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the organization.
I would hope not. I would hope that they don't have the short-sightedness to do something crazy like that. Hendon Hooker hasn't even proved himself.
He can't elude the rush. He can't outrun the pocket. He can't do nothing. Hendon Hooker take off all that.
I agree because I posted the video of what Belichick said. I sent it to you directly of exactly what he said. Hey, you put a man in his face, he's going to throw that interception.
Right.
I agree with you on that, but That's why you run the you run the right protection, and he's actually gotten a little bit better at it, not a whole lot, because he sure did it in the playoff game last year. He threw that ball out of there
He did it Sunday when he threw the pick to my man for the Rams.
Yeah, but I don't. Hendon Hooker still hasn't proven to me that he can handle handle a team like that. I'm not saying he can't, but I'm just saying I haven't seen it. But at the end of the day, it's not for me to make that judgment. Not for me. They don't pay me the big bucks. They don't pay me the big bucks. All right. Once again, don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get this wonderful book, Great for This Journey Every Day by one Mr. Marcus Holmes, The Wiz and Oz, man behind the scenes, dressed so clean, so fresh and so clean. Get the book. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on and Prime have it. Shipped to you within 24 hours. Click like, click share. Let your friends know. Hey, we know you're cleaning up the house. We know you normally playing Frankie Beverly and Mays. In recipes for Frankie Beverly. But this Saturday, even though Frankie Beverly, pray Frankie Beverly after 12 o'clock. But right now, put Kamau and Felix on your YouTube and play it on your big speaker. Put it on your internet. Put it on your Alexa. Say, I don't want to say it because it will actually play on my Alexa right here in my room. Put it on. Call on your Alexa. Tell her to play our show. So they'll know that what's going on. They'll know that you are making a good decision to bring greatness into your house. Greatness of what? Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, moving forward. Where are we now?
No.
Yeah. Detroit Tigers. Viva Tigres.
Can I leave? Can I take a break?
Viva los Tigres.
I'm telling you, man. Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you like somebody once told me. The same thing that make you laugh is the same thing that's gonna make you cry. And you gonna be crying. That they trash, man. Oh, they almost did a no-hitter last night. Almost ain't good enough. At the end of the day, come the end of September, on one of these shows, I'm gonna be laughing. We'll make you laugh. We'll make you cry. And you will be crying.
Well, I honestly, if anything I share, it would be tears of joy, saying thank you for giving us a better season than where we started and where we were going, how we made a turnaround. Right now, we're 76 and 72, fourth in the Central, 8 games behind Cleveland, 2.5 games behind the Twins for the last wild card spot. Last night, you're right, we were in the 8th, took a perfect game into the 8th inning, and took a no hitter into the 9th. Two outs, and then the guy triple, and then they get the next out. They were wearing the uniforms. I forget what they call them, the street uniforms. What do they call them?
Boys.
Say it again?
The Motor City Boys.
The Motor City uniforms. They look pretty sweet. I didn't like them on the mannequin, but when they started wearing them, they look pretty sweet. I like them. I like them.
You got a better chance of opening Bobolo Island back up, and then they make the man. They ain't going nowhere, man.
Bobolo Island get opened up every about 3 years when they make another every time.
I miss. You know what? If I had the money, I'd do it. Bobolo was it, man.
Yeah, Bobolo was that
dude. Because as we got older, my mom was like, "No, we're not gonna ride the boat no more." So we would drive over and drive to Canada, and then drive and take the ferry across. And the ferry got there at the same time as the boat.
You know why? Your mama was smart. She said, I ain't about to get in these fights out here. I know we're going to dance and have a good time.
You know what? That was actually before the fights.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she said, you know what? This one year, we ain't going to take the boat. I'm going to drive us, and we're going to drive. It's like an hour drive, maybe about 45 minutes. But by the time you take the ferry across, here come the boat.
I would have to agree with your mom. She made a smart decision because she saw the future.
She saw Titanic, the Detroit style version.
Back in them days with the young boys, the Scodies and all them, they was, it was fisticuffs on the way home.
Man, being on them, I still can't believe that night it went down. I say, what?
6 miles, 7 miles.
They had people jumping off the boat and everything. I'd have been like, well, I guess I'm just going to go down right here because I'm not going in there for
Yeah, it
Bob,
was so bad. That thing was tilted to one side. Boy. Everybody had to run to the other side because they were on the fight them on. Everybody went to all the way to that one side. Boy. Yeah.
Like I said, the Bobolo boat rode the Detroit River dead smack in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long swim to that shore.
Yeah. All right, let's get back on track. Bo Brisky and Brant Herter led the team last night. 2 pitchers combined on a 1-hitter. 64 over the last 10 games, and they are 4 games above 500. And I'm still very optimistic that they're going to do well playing against Baltimore, the Orioles at home. A nice homestand. I'm pretty sure the stadium's going to be nice and full today and tomorrow. And both teams playing at home tomorrow, back to back. Actually, if you can't get tickets to the Lions, you're gonna have a hard time getting tickets to the Tigers. I can't wait to see that on TV when they show Ford Field and Comerica Park back to back, all full with a lot of people down there enjoying themselves. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All that sports testosterone and everybody supporting the hometown teams going through. Kenneth Williams, thank you for joining us. We do appreciate you, sir. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, say hello. You don't necessarily have to comment on the topic that we're talking on, but please say hello to us. Let us know that you're there. Let us know that you're interested in investing some time in us. We do really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really think that the Tigers are going to have opportunity to make the playoffs. Minnesota has a tougher road than the Tigers going forward. The Tigers finished with Chicago. They finished with Chicago, and so that's going to give them a chance. But every team is as always. Every team's going to give them their best game going down the stretch. Oh, you want to make the playoffs? Not on our back. So they're going to give you the best. So when you got a 1-0 game like that, that's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to play tough, even though they took a no into the 8th inning. And with a 1-0 score, they're still playing. They're still playing a good game. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm more optimistic than I am cautious with the Detroit Tigers. Viva los Tigres making the playoffs.
Remind me of that episode of The Simpsons. Hey, hello, this is Moe's Cavern. Yeah, can I speak to a Seymour Butts? Seymour Butts. That's what that's man, oh my God. Seymour, is there a Seymour? A Seymour Butts. You have a phone call. Boy, oh boy.
I can tell you, as a Simpsons fan, that was a great skit. But if I'm gonna see more Butts, I want to see more wins from the Tigers, so we can get these W's and make it to the playoffs.
You're not going. Do you not understand that you're not going?
let's just put a couple prayers in the air. Say a few Hail Marys.
The fat lady outside my door right now.
that you can't say stuff like that because that leads to a lot of questions.
That lady's outside my door right now because she knows it's not about to happen. I'm just saying, man. Look, when the pressure gonna get pressure bust pipes. When the pressure get real thick, dun, y'all ain't going. You're gonna be back on this show. Like, I just want to thank them for the nice season we had. And I'm gonna say, I told you so.
We shall see, said the blind man to the dead dog.
Yeah, okay. And if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Right.
All right. I thought we're gonna leave that there with all the we're gonna leave in there with a couple cliches. We're gonna end the Tigers baseball on a couple good cliches. We're going to jump right into women's sports, in particular the WNBA, and we're going to look at the standings and see how well teams are doing right now. Right now, the Liberty at 31-6 are leading the league. The Minnesota Lynx at 28-9, Connecticut Sun at 27-10, Aces at 24-13, Seattle Storm 23-14, Then you have the Fever at 19-19, the Phoenix Mercury at 19-20. All have secured playoff spots. These last three teams are still vying for that last and 8th spot: the Washington Mystics, Chicago Sky, and Atlanta Dream. Really quickly, let me take a look at there were some games last night, so let me pull that up so we can talk about that really quickly. Let's see here. Come on now, what were the scores? That's how that's the fun part. Everything was right in front of me. Come back. Scores. All right, there we go.
Oh boy, oh boy. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Last night, let's see here. They're not playing any Saturday games. The day. Let's see here. Mystics beat the Dream. The Aces beat the Fever. The Storm beat the Sparks. And speaking with the Sparks and the Dallas Wings have been officially eliminated from playoff contention. No, that was Wednesday. I'm sorry. Friday. That was Wednesday. So come on, Friday. All right, there we go. Mystics. No. Fever beat the Wings.
Right.
No, that's Sunday. Well, I'm sorry. It ain't acting right. It don't want
Take your time.
We don't want it's acting up. But what I do want to talk about is the commissioner. The commissioner's comments. She had an opportunity to address CNN Tuesday, I want to say, and they, of course, what's the first thing they asked her about is Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark, and comments that she made was not up to par from what the players would have thought she had an opportunity to say. So she's right now she's doing a little bit of an apology tour. I can see why they were a little bit upset with what she was saying and how she handled it, handled the questions. This is kind of second time she's kind of had a verbal faux pas in terms of things she said in the media in terms of helping the league. Sometimes you got to meet with your media person, your people who Trump and Kamala Harris had their people training them for the debate. She should have had a little bit more training for going on CNN like that. So you got to make sure you're prepared to make those comments. But I think they're going to be okay, quite honestly. Moving forward, I know they weren't exactly thrilled with what she said and the comment she made about comparing the Larry Bird and Magic type era that's going on right now, which I understand. The commissioner's name is Kathy Engelbert. I understand her making that comparison, but I guess they wanted to hear her say a little bit more. They said she missed the mark with what she was saying. But at the same time, Caitlyn Clark last night set the single season assist record. She is let's see. She broke the record at 317, and she finished with 321 for the night. She is doing really well. She well. As a matter of fact, let's see. I'm gonna go back. Okay, Mystics 72-69 over the Dream, Aces over the Fever, Storm over the Wings, the Lynx over the Sky, and the Sun over the Mercury. So right now, those three teams are still vying for that last spot. But Caitlyn Clark, I think she's gonna be the Rookie of the Year. I think she's sewn it up, and with the what's her name's out for the season, Angel Reese, she's out. She hurt her wrist. She's had surgery. She's done for the season. You think Caitlyn Clark got the baby in the hand? She can go ahead and make room in her trophy case.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I kind of agree. She is sewn up. It's right. You're not supposed to count your chickens before you hatch, but she can put that. She can make some room right now. She can dust off the area, and she can put an extra light to shine on that trophy because it's hers to lose at this point. I think even if she got hurt right now, she would still get that trophy. And so congratulations to her in advance on her making that happen. All right. We do our best to make sure we include all women's sports. I'm going to start trying to include a little bit of college volleyball because that's heating up right now. And there's some good games going on out there. We want to make sure we include the WNBA and other sports um, women's sports in particular, make sure we are inclusive of everybody, and we want to make sure because we are leading up to having women in sports area, so we want to make sure we have something to talk about and make sure they have something that they can talk about other than just the men's sports. All right, it's about that time. We got some good stuff to talk about today. Oh yeah, we're gonna make a quick pause for the cause as we jump into stupid sports news. Ooh, over the last couple of weeks, we haven't had a lot to talk about. This week gave us a good amount of stuff to talk about. Let's start off with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe went live on his IG while doing the hanky-panky. I don't know what happened or why it happened, or, did he do it on purpose? Did she do it on purpose? Was it a third party in the room? But we had to find out who Michelle was, and we're not talking about Michelle Obama. He had a little sex talk going on, talking about my Michelle and do this and do that other stuff I cannot say. And do you think he was trying to dispel the rumors that people were saying that he was playing on the other team, or do you think it was a honest mistake?
Ooh, you know what? I have no idea, man. Club Shay Shay, I don't know. Club Yay Yay, I have no idea.
He showed a couple down that night on Club Shay Shay. Originally, he said he got hacked until he really looked at it, and the video showed otherwise. They showed somebody putting the phone down. I couldn't quite figure out if it was a man's hand or a woman's hands, but I think it was a woman's hands. I think that at the end of the day, I think Miss Michelle wanted to get her name out there. Marcus said, "Uncle IG, yeah, Uncle IG, yeah." They went hand in hand, and they got on there on this show later on talking about he advertising a certain pill that people are not too familiar with. They're right. I'm not gonna say any of them, but there's a two that are advertised during NFL games. There's two of them, and there's one that's advertised by Big John that he makes very popular. But this fourth one, I should say, got a little fire imprint on it that Unc has been talking about last couple of days. I'm not getting paid by any of them. Y'all want to pay me? We will definitely do it. We'll give y'all the QR code. We'll give you the discount code, and we'll talk about it right on here. I wouldn't say I'm gonna go as far as take one on the air, but I will talk about it grandly. We're working into every segment. We'll put a little marker at the top where you can go and get some mightily and quickly. But I was not surprised when Unc came back and said, "Yeah, it was a mistake. My bad." He was able to keep his job. That's
right,
the best part.
Right, absolutely.
ESPN didn't fire him, but I'm pretty sure he on a short lease. I just wish I could have heard the conversation between Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe. I want to hear Stephen A. laughing at him, because I know that's all he did was laugh at him for 30 minutes and say, "What the hell was you doing? What were you thinking?" But I want to hear that. What were your thoughts on the Mama Shell?
Hey, man, I don't know.
You say you're gonna leave that one alone?
I'm gonna leave that one alone, man.
Okay, all right. Let's move forward. Let's talk about Mr. Cheetah on his way to the first game, getting pulled over by the cops, wouldn't roll his window down. They know he getting snatched up out of there, and almost got arrested until team intervened. He has some teammates that came to his aid. The actual team intervened, and Tyreek was on his way to jail. Honestly, both sides could have handled it better, in my opinion. Roll your window down, man. We know who you are. You're not just some random guy pulling up in a Jaguar a Jag that you probably can't afford because you got all them kids. I know that was wrong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. But he probably should be pulling up in a Prius or use Toyota. You got kids to pay for, unless they giving it to you for promotion. You did a commercial at the dealership. But I ain't seen those. I don't think I've ever seen a Jaguar commercial. I'm sorry, Lambo commercial. Yeah, he drive a Lambo. I don't think I've ever seen a Lambo commercial. I'm sorry. I know that wasn't right. That's send all opinions to me. I'll take them on that.
Right.
Tyreek Tyreek was bold. I'm trying to get the stadium. His teammate came to his defense. They hooked him up in the put him in some handcuffs. And the third guy, they about to arrest him too. And but it worked out. And he scored a touchdown. And of course, he got a clown and put hands behind his back. And what's your thoughts on that whole thing, sir?
Yeah, he could. I think, like you said, both parties were wrong. He could have rolled his window down. He told him, "Don't beat on my window like that." And as far as the cops, one of y'all should have diffused the situation. But y'all, I get it. One team, one sound. Or what is it? One band, one sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's never gonna change.
Yeah. All four of them had him down, boy. He was about to be. He had knee to the back, knee to the neck, knee to the arm, knee to the top of his crown of his head. And I'm thinking to myself, he didn't give you really no resistance, because he really could have. Because had he snatched away and ran, y'all wasn't gonna catch him to the stadium. His car would have been impounded, but you wouldn't have caught him.
No.
You wouldn't go catch him after about 50 steps. Y'all have been so far behind, you couldn't even employ the taser. So
Right.
I'm glad he didn't go that route and made the situation worse. But when Miami-Dade department released the footage, the body cam footage, you can see that it was escalated because of the things that Tyreek started.
Correct.
Did they have to pull him over? I don't know. Was he speeding? I don't know if he was speeding, but when you in the line, everybody in line on their way to the stadium. How could you spare through that? I would have liked to see a little bit more further back from there to see why it is he got pulled over initially. But hey, that's neither here nor there. All right. Big old controversy in the hip hop world. It was announced that Kendrick Lamar will be going to the Super Bowl as the headline artist. Everybody started making videos mad at Jay-Z, saying how come Lil Wayne or Lil Boosie or any of the other New Orleans or Louisiana-based artists didn't get selected. And as it turns out, Jay-Z didn't have the final say. You turned the name over to the city, and the city turned it down. Lil Wayne made a video talking about it was his dream to go to his city to do the Super Bowl, which I understand. I understand 100%. I'm with you, brother. I understand that you want to go home and you want to show out for home. You want to do your thing for home. But hopefully, it's something that can be mitigated from here. It's not too late. He was announced as the headliner, not as the only. So you never know what can happen in the background. I'm hoping that this is something that can be fixed, and that they can do differently. Because 50 Cent wasn't the headliner, but he was out there. Mary J. Blige was at the Super Bowl last year. There was a whole lot of Snoop and Dr. Dre was billed as the headliner, but they weren't the only people out there. So hopefully he can get a couple bars. He can run a high 16 at the show. So hopefully they can work all that out. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
Agreed. Hopefully they can work it out. I mean, he is from New Orleans, or like they call it, the Novia. So hope they can work it out.
Yeah. All right. We coming towards the end of the show. We're gonna go over just a little bit. We got some nice predictions. We're gonna do college, and then we're gonna do pro, and then we're gonna finish with the Detroit area teams predictions. Let's see here. Let me get this back. Let me get this up in area so we can make so I can make the. There we go. All right. We're going to start with Alabama on their way to Wisconsin. I'm sorry. Last week, you were 4-4. I was 6-2 in the predictions. So we're going to try and keep a tally. We got about 11, 12 predictions this week. We're not going to quite do the skipping Shannon for the Mountain Dew.
4-4. Who was 4-4?
You, sir. You, sir, were 4-4.
No, in college, I was 2-2. I had MSU, Texas, Colorado, and Iowa. I went 2-2.
Yes.
And in pros, I went 3-1. Where you getting your numbers from, son?
Okay. So I'm sorry. I'll go back and fix it. I'll go back.
This guy cheating already. Look at
that. I ain't cheating. That's the last thing I'm gonna do is cheat you. So was that 5-3?
Yeah, that's 5-3.
My bad. 5-3.
Y'all gotta watch him loving stuff. His math ain't math.
But I was 6-2. All right. So who you got? Alabama, Wisconsin.
Roll Tide. Alabama. Give me Bama. 31-17.
31-17, Bama. I'm going to go. I think it's going to be a little bit tougher because playing in Wisconsin is not always easy. I'm going to go 24-17. Bama. We got Oregon State. Is that what they call it, the Apple Bowl or something like that? No, that's Washington. They play today too. I didn't put that one down. Oregon State. Who you got on that one?
Give me Oregon. 24-12.
24-12. I got 24-17. No, 17-10. 17-10, Oregon.
Okay.
All right, Colorado State. Last year, Colorado State was a few plays away from upsetting Colorado. They are in Colorado State this year, in the middle of nowhere, wherever that stadium is. The Rams against the Colorado. I forget the nickname. Who you got?
Colorado Buffaloes.
The Buffaloes, yes.
Give me Colorado 23-19.
I like the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. Get back where you're supposed to be. Keep moving my cursor. Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams. 28-14. All right, we got Rice versus Houston. We got the Houston Bowl. What you got?
Give me Houston Cougars. 31-17. No, why I said that.
That's the Houston Bowl, right there in the heart of Houston. All right, I'm gonna go with Houston myself. It's gonna be close. Houston, not the team they've been in the past. I'm gonna go 21-19.
21-19.
All right, we got Notre Dame, Purdue, down in Purdue.
Man, give me Notre Dame. 35-14. Yeah, that's about right.
I'm going with Purdue. I'm going 25-17.
What?
25-17. All right, we got New Orleans coming here to Dallas. What I call it the fight bowl, because there's going to be more fights in the stands than it is going to be some fight on the field.
Oh, you talking about NFL now?
Yes, sir.
Give me Dallas and who?
No, New Orleans.
Give me the Cowgirls.
Okay.
Cowgirls 21-17.
All right, I'm going to go with Dallas as well. I'm going to go with Dallas I like to score a little bit more than that. I like about 31-17. All right, we got Cincinnati going to Kansas City. We want to see if the Golden Boy is healed enough from that injury to see what he can do to go to Kansas City.
Give me Joe Cool.
Okay.
17-10.
17-10. I like Kansas City. Same score. All right, we got Chicago going down to Houston. We got the rookie versus the standing rookie, the rookie of the rookie of the year for last year. Chicago, Houston. Who you got?
Give me the Texans. 28-14. 28-17.
Okay. Chicago going to get beat pretty bad. Houston going to harass the crap out of them. Houston on defensively, it's going to be kind of bad. It's going to be kind of bad. So I'm going to go with Houston 35-10.
Okay.
Because last week, Chicago's defense scored to help them win. That ain't going to happen this week. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. All right, we got Atlanta at Philadelphia.
Oh, Eagles. Eagles, fly high. Eagles, 24-17.
All righty. I like a game. I like that game, and not so much more close. I like Philly as well. I'm going to go 31-14. I like it. I like Philly on that one, 12. All right. We got PVAMU, Prairie View at MSU, 3 o'clock game, 3:30.
Oh, MSU.
MSU, who you got? You got the Spartans. Score. What's your score?
MSU, 34-10.
34-10. All right. I like it a little higher than that. I like MSU, 42-12. 42-12. Arkansas State going to the University of Michigan.
Let me see. Give me Arkansas. Nah, let me give me Michigan. 35-10.
I think they take advantage of Arkansas State as well. Their offense is going to get on a little bit more track. Alex Orji going to play a little bit more. I like 28-7. U of M. Last but not least, in the 1 o'clock game with the I think what's the name is in town. I think if correct me if I'm wrong, but I think no he's at the Dallas game. Tom Brady. Tom Brady should be in town if you ask me. Buccaneers versus the Lions. Who you got?
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 31-28.
I hate to have to agree. Lions probably gonna win it, but I'm gonna choose the Buccaneers.
Absolutely.
Going with the Buccaneers, 28-24. All right, everybody. We making our way up out of here. Thank you so much for being with us on another beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Viva los Tigres. They play this afternoon, and then they play again tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to having this Orioles in town and playing well. We're gonna see what happens. Back and forth and talk about these games. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you for being a part of the Love and Stuff family, part of our family, the Sports Talk family. Don't forget to join. Tell all your friends about us. If they haven't heard about us, they will. Big things in our future. Have a great day. Don't forget to watch Love and Stuff on Tuesday night. Marcus has been doing a little bit of a deep dive into the political scene. So let's get ready. He had Mama V on there and Brother Williams this last Tuesday talking some greatness. You got to get it to join me. We shall see you all next Saturday, the 21st. Same bat time, same bat channel.